my real teachers with silent films. When I arrived in Paris and I was not talking, I was silent, I didn't know anybody. And to be in front of these silent films was very powerful. And you can learn everything about cinema in silent films. I mean, almost everything. I never understood why there were film schools. You know, you go see a silent film or two and you're ready. Cinema has a strange story because it's the only art where needs a machine, a motor. A machine had to be invented. It's very young. It's only a century and a few years old. But it's also very old because it keeps changing, and you have to reinvent it every generation, every 10 years. It's not only technical. You go from silent to sound. You go from black and white to color. You go from color to 3D, and then to digital, and to whatever you want. It doesn't matter really, but each generation had to reinvent this power of the silent films, which is like the first time ever that what we were saying before about sacred images. So you have to reinvent this power of amazement, and that's the ambition, that's the fun, and that's the hardship of making films. Storytelling is there from the beginning, but each art has to find its way of telling something. And I don't think cinema is the art of telling stories through images. It can be that, but obviously it can be many other things. When I say I'm not a storyteller, I mean I have no gift, which I wish I had in a way, to recreate the myths with stories, to invent new myths. But hopefully I can do it not through stories really, but through characters, through images, and what I call music, which is composing whatever instruments, or with imagination, or with editing. Editing starts it's very hard at the beginning because you see images that you filmed, obviously. Just by putting two images together, you find something new. Since I started making films, let's say, young, and I didn't study films, or I didn't study anything, etc. I felt like an imposter, say, you go see money people and say, give me money, I know what I want to do. You know nothing, you don't know anything. So it's a bluff, but when I'm editing, I don't feel like an imposter. I feel, like I said, like a musician. Editing is organic. To me, it's not, writing is not, singing is not, music is not. It's all trying to reach something. Editing, I feel, is my place. Yeah.